My name is Ben Stauffer. I'm a planter technician at Agriteer. When I was around 15, 16 years old, I grew up on a dairy farm and my dad was looking for a planter, and we bought an old New Idea 900 series planter that we took back to the farm, and I did the full uptime on that planter. So I kind of got my hands into planters a long time ago. Most of the planters I work on are Kinsey, Fendt Momentums, Precision, a few of the White/Massey Ferguson planters. I don't really do John Deere's unless there's some precision stuff on it. When you're a planter tech and that's all you work on, you see quite a few planters every year. So in the off season, we are doing uptimes. So like I know this past year and last year, I probably worked on close to 60 or 70 planters, going through inspecting them, but also replacing everything to get that planter back into factory specification so that they can hook up to it and go to the field ready to go with confidence that that planter is going to perform like it should. But then when we get into the build season in the winter with new planter builds, thinking through how do I build this planter, how do I add these components so that lines aren't getting pinched, wires aren't getting cut when it's going through the field. And then we have the actual planting season where we are going out and helping guys with breakdowns, getting them, turn around really quick, up and running, answering the phone, trying to keep guys going to get that product in. The most challenging planter job I've ever completed was when I first started. The rows on this planter, he kept losing rows and stuff, and we just could not figure out what was going on. And finally, the one day I was determined, and I went out and I said, I'm just going to rip this whole wiring harness apart, and found out that the entire shutdown of the planter is from this little ground wire. It may not seem like a lot, but that job, for some reason, I gained a lot of confidence with that job, and since then, there's always something you can learn every year with all the way this technology is going. So I would say that was my most challenging job. And I've faced more challenging problems since then, but as far as ability and confidence and stuff, to me, that's the one that sticks into my mind. For us, an uptime means I actually like to get to a guy's farm by 7 o'clock in the morning, and usually I can get a planter fully uptimed in one day. The truck that I run has a huge inventory on it where we show up hopefully with the expertise and knowledge of the planter, along with all the parts that we need to basically come out once and be done. Sometimes you have to go back if you run into something extraordinary. New blades, bearings, everything, sprockets, change, sensors, all that stuff to get that planter back in running condition for the next spring. But that is an uptime. That is different from an evaluation. We also go out and do an evaluation where we inspect everything, look it all over, and if a customer wants to do the uptime themselves, most of the times I'll sell them the parts right off the truck. It's right there ready to go. That's kind of what the uptime / evaluation season looks like. And that can be from the time the guy is done planting and he wants that done before he takes it off the tractor and puts it back in the shed. And that can go from July all the way through to, we're doing uptimes in March. Common parts on a planter that we tend to go through are blades. Anything that makes ground contact. So blades, blade guards, anything that's dragging through the dirt, we want to look at really well, because that's the piece that's going to show the most wear. I carry 120 opener blades on the truck. I can uptime like 3 16-row planters without having to go back for restock, which comes in really handy when you're traveling 2.5 hours away. A lot of these farms now are having 1 or 2 planters, one for bean and one for corn, and we usually have everything we need to get that planter back in shape. A general tip, don't wait till the last minute to get your uptime. It may seem like a lot, but there is so many things that can go wrong on a planter because there's so many components, there's so many moving parts, there's so many things making ground contact that sometimes you go out and you uptime a planter that hasn't been done in a few years. And honestly, the guys that have the most success are the ones that get their planter uptimed every year, because if you do it every year, you're constantly keeping up with things where it's cheaper to do it every year. You know, if one part fails and you don't do it, then the part that's wearing on wears on another part and then on another part, and before you know it, it turns into this exponential problem. So get your uptime in, get it done, or at least get it evaluated before the crazy season of spring starts, so that we can get out and make sure you're successful. I really enjoy working for Agriteer, a company that actually does care about their customers, that is really focused on relationships. To me, that's where it's at. If we can have a relationship where I trust you and you trust me, that is where it's at, and that's how it should be. The farmer should be able to trust the dealer, to know that they're going to be taken care of, and I feel like I wouldn't work for Agriteer if I didn't think that was the case. What I enjoy most about the day-to-day operations at Agriteer is working and meeting with customers. I'm very relational. I think that farming's tough, and if I can be a part of helping a farmer be successful with a very, very strategic piece of equipment on his farm, that is my passion. That is what I enjoy. I like getting to know the customers, helping and serving them in any way I can. So in closing, get your name on that uptime list, because it will fill up quick. I'm Ben Stauffer, and thanks for getting to know me a little bit, and I look forward to getting to know you.